From the Colorado State Capitol building, it's Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. On the visiting sideline, there's the Chiefs head coach, Andy Reid, hoping his guys took full advantage of the late season off week in the schedule, trying to heal up now for the stretch run. The other side, you've got the head coach of the Broncos. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go from Denver. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. H, boot slide.
You know, some weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't do anything wrong. Every play, every throw, it just seems like everything goes your way. And that was certainly the case last week, throwing for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tell you what, his receivers, they're coming into every game saying, we're going to get a lot of opportunities, and they're fortunate.
Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. That is George Karlaftis in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down.
Entering play call, RPO peak slant,
not only do
play
you lose
sheets,
that
there are
down,
9.
Now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Portland, jet sweep, RPO pin alert, verticals, RPO alert bubble, verticals.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that ball in and out of his hands.
Entering play call, player. There are 9 categories. You have 8 options. Portland, Troy Franklin.
3rd down comes up.
Portland,
oftentimes it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it. You start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Not the sharpest of starts on offense here, an early 3rd and long. Here's Nix to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. That is hard. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big-time play for the Broncos. That's a gain of 72 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Both
entering play call,
post-snap.
formation,
well done as you can do
Troy
at
Franklin,
the quarterback position.
Portland,
Get
Sutton,
in and out of
Evan
the right
Engram,
call, identifying
Michael
the holes
Burden,
along the back
Marvin
end,
Mims,
and then the throw.
RJ Harvey.
You can't put it in a
RJ
better spot. I mean, that's just a
dive.
big-time play.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with the 2nd-round pick in the April draft. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard.
Entering play call, player, there are Marvin Mims, JR, RJ Harvey. RJ Harvey, MTN AHP plunge, pass current HB flow, AHP inside zone.
Once more, that's Harvey. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going,
entering
he got
play
there
call,
in a
Marvin
hurry,
Mims
and
Jr.
he put it
RJ
into that
Harvey.
play really before it ever got started.
Michael Burton, Evan Engram, Cortland Sutton, Troy Franklin, Fix Spike, Crossers.
This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on third down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he'll take it on in. Cortland Sutton, touchdown Denver. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt
Will
is
Lutz
selected.
now for the PAT. He gets it to go. Broncos will take a 7-0 lead.
Entering play call, normal. There are 2 categories. You have 3 options. Kickoff left is selected. Kickoff middle.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the 3-time Super Bowl MVP,
entering play
twice
call,
the league
coach
MVP.
suggestions.
Almost
There
hard
are
to
7
believe.
categories.
Greg, season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
Well, there's not a whole lot left to say. I mean, if Patrick Mahomes is under center, you go into every game with a chance, not only to win the game, but to ultimately win the Super Bowl. I mean, he is a generationally great quarterback, one of the best we've ever seen, and anytime he lines up behind center, Mike, it is just an absolute blast for us to sit up here and really watch greatness play out in real time. I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack.
Entering play call,
there was just
coach
nowhere for the back
suggestions.
to go
There
on
are
that
7
play.
categories.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll step up and run this. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Entering play call, coach suggestion, coaching, cornerback, defensive motions, option red key, option red key, option is set to conservative eye, option pitch key, option is set to balanced, option pitch key, option is set to conservative eye, option pitch, RPO red key, option is set to RPO red key, option is set to aggressive eye, RPO pass key, option is set to balanced, RPO pass key, option is set to conservative eye. Strict wall option, tackle, zone, safety depth opt, safety width, coach, FS fire 1.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. They go play action with Mahomes. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7
He's someone that
categories.
the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 4. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And it'll be 3rd down.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
3rd and short. Here's Patrick. This caught right side by Worthy. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
16 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
These are the kind of plays
play
that when you draw
call,
them up on
coach
the chalkboard, Mike,
suggestions.
they
There
all
are
look
7
great.
categories.
But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
On the ground, this is Hunt. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
First down.
Really nice
Entering play
explosive
call,
play there
coach
on the ground.
suggestions.
And
There are 7
tell you what, these fans
categories.
sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
On first down, it's Mahomes. Now they'll set up the screen for Hunt. And he'll be forced out of bounds. Just
Entering play
short
call,
of the first
coach
down.
suggestions. There are 7
You
categories.
see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Here's a run with Hunt. And not much there.
Entering
Good
play
defense.
call, coach
Held to no
suggestions.
gain.
There are 7
You want to
categories.
see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal, Kansas City.
Nothing really fancy
Entering
about
play
that
call,
last
coach
completion, but what it does
suggestions.
do,
There are
Mike, is
7
now they're on the
categories.
doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. And he's going to be down close to the goal
Entering
line.
play
Good
call,
job
coach
defensively to make
suggestions.
sure he
There are
did
7
not get to the end
categories.
zone.
Brings up 2nd and
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Hunt trying to find a crease in that massive humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Entering play call,
Putting
coach
together what's been a
suggestions.
long
There are
and
7
methodical drive, they
categories.
suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
The ball inches from the goal line. 3rd and goal. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
For the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 7.
Entering play call, special teams. Return middle.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. He has been sensational all year long. The NFL's leader in passing yards. He just recently went over the 4,000-yard mark for the year.
RJ Harvey. RJ 26-0.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice game, though.
Entering play call, player, Marvin Mims, JR.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
From the 41, here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Harvey. And he'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Broncos 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in. Like, they have all their options on the table. 2nd and short. Play action pass. You can run.
RJ Harvey,
in this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Harvey. It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tackle.
Entering play call, player, there are 9 categories. You have 8 options. RJ Harvey is selected. Marvin Mims, JR. RJ Harvey, J.K. Dobbins. RJ Harvey. RJ Harvey, 26-0.
They work just shy of midfield on 2nd and 9. On the give, it's Harvey. And he's going to have the 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
And the Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
And these are the
Entering
explosive runs
player,
that
there are
open
9
everything up. There's all this
categories. You have 8
conversation about the
options.
value
RJ
of the
Harvey
run
is
game, but when
selected.
you take a look at the best running teams, Mike,
RJ
it's
Harvey,
not necessarily how many
26-0.
yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
1st and 10. Straight ahead goes Harvey. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, Not this one.
Entering play call, player, there, Marvin Mims,
All week
Michael
long,
Burden,
they stress Mike
Evan
that we have to
Engram,
get as many
Ford
defenders
Lansing,
to this ball carrier
Joy
as
Franklin,
possible. They know he's going to make
Joy
some guys
Fix
miss. He's going to be
Spike
hard to get on the ground.
Crossers.
But you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
Second down. Nix. Ingram able to get open. Makes the catch.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone
Entering
defense.
play call,
They've got to be able to
there are
batter
9
and read.
bonus.
You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like
Joy
a robot.
Franklin.
Based on what the receivers do off the line,
Joy
the defenders
Fix
have different rules
Crossers.
of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
Let's add that to the list of great throws we've seen out of this quarterback here in the first half. We thought he might be in line to have a good game, especially against this style of
Entering
defense.
play
But
call, player,
let's be honest, Mike,
there
he's
are
been
9
more than just good.
Nix.
He's been sensational.
J.K. Dobbins, Bone, Troy Franklin, Bone, J.K. R.J. Harvey, R.J. Hart, 26 duo.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. A run with Harvey. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's
Entering
2nd
play
down.
call, player, there are 9, Marvin Mims Jr. R.J. Harvey, J.K. R.J. Michael Burden, Evan Engram, Cortland Sutton, Troy Franklin, Fix Spike to Crossers.
They'll throw. It's Nix. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from
Entering
football.
play call,
And it'll bring
Bo
up
Nix.
3rd down.
J.K.
Doesn't get much
Dobbins,
better than
R.J.
that. Had
Harvey,
he gotten there just
Marvin
a
Mims
little bit
Jr.,
earlier, he
Michael
probably
Burden,
draws the flag
Evan Engram,
a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Cortland Sutton, Troy Franklin, Fix Spike to Crosser, RPO peaks, Dagger sit, Post corner up, Fix Spike, Post corner up.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Throwing. Nix. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the
Entering
ball
play
downfield,
call,
looking
Coach
for the
Kick
touchdown.
FG
But now as it
field
brings
goal
up 4th
31
down,
yards.
you're already this
Play
close.
sheets,
You're in
there are
field goal
9,
range,
player,
but
there
do you
are
keep
9,
that offense on the
Nix.
field and try to
J.K.
maintain
Dobbins,
possession and see
R.J.
if you
Harvey,
can come away with
Marvin
6.
Mims, Michael Burden, Evan Engram, Cortland Sutton, Troy Franklin, Fix Crossers.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Nix. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. Greg, I know you're passionate about this, the change in the evolution
Entering
of the NFL the last decade, the willingness to go for it even more often now on 4th down, as we've seen here.
Yeah, I think teams just continue to understand the NFL is not about yards. It's not about time of possession. It's about generating big plays and it's about maximizing every position you have and sustaining the ball. So when you get opportunities at certain down and distances, at certain parts of the field, to use that extra down, it changes everything. And the last thing I'll say, Mike, it doesn't happen in a vacuum. We don't decide to go for it on fourth down, or at least I'll say the good teams don't decide to go for it on fourth down.
Coach suggestions. There are 7
categories. They were going for it on fourth down 3 plays ago. They knew on 1st and 10, this was 4-down territory. So 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, the play caller is using that information to say, if I need 4th down, I have it. So I don't need to get it all on 2nd, all on 3rd. So it changes the philosophy and the flow of the play caller, and the players are a lot more comfortable nowadays being in these situations. So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. That's caught by Hunt. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And that will lead to a 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And the ball out of the reach.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
With this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
A gain of 19 yards. And a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. A gain of 19 yards. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Especially on 3rd down, Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Couple of 1st downs already on this drive, and they'll go 1st down from the 43. Throwing is Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And they'll move this one down inside
Entering
the 40-yard
play call,
line.
coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
For the 2nd straight play, they are rolling. Another 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he does some good work on the ground.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the
Entering
red zone,
play call,
inside the
coach
20.
suggestions. There are 7
Breaking
categories.
the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
Trying to use that big body to go forward. Gonna get to the line of scrimmage, but nothing after that.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
At the 16-yard line.
Second and 10. The RPO, that one is complete. And they
Entering
continue
play
to turn
call,
out
coach
first down.
suggestions.
What a
There are 7
drive.
categories.
It continues now with 1st and goal.
Good for a Kansas
I love the
City
way the ball's
Chiefs.
been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
A run on 1st and goal. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop
Entering
it before
play
he
call,
can get
coach
past the
suggestions.
3-yard
There
line.
are 7 categories.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. To throw is Mahomes. They'll try to set up the screen here. And
Entering
he's so
play call,
close to the
coach
goal line, couldn't
suggestions.
get
There
that
are 7
ball
categories.
extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal. Mahomes. That one taken in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the
Entering
pass
play
on
call,
the money.
coach
Easy 6
suggestions.
points.
There are 7 categories.
And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead. So after one, 14-7 is our score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment.
Entering play call, special teams.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second
Entering
defender out
play
of maybe.
call,
Look
Torgan
what he's
Sutton,
done.
and Graham.
Whatever the defense is trying
Torgan
the first
Sutton.
half, it hasn't worked.
Jets, RPO Pinler, verticals.
first down throw for Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he's out of bounds.
Entering play call, player, Barron, Joy Franklin, Corban Sutton. Corban Sutton, jet sweep.
And a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Entering play call, player, there are 9 categories. Joy Franklin.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Entering play call, Bo Nix. Play sheets, there. Coach suggestions, there. Mesh spot. AHD slip screen. Mesh. AHD slip screen. Mesh spot.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. Now he'll air one out. He's got it. What a connection.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have valve options. HB dive whistle, RPO peak slant, HB dive.
And how impressive was that, Mike? I mean, not only to be able to generate that amount of separation downfield, but then to track the ball. Remember, this was a running back, but he looked like a wide receiver, and we're looking around the league, Mike, and a lot of these backs, in order to play in today's NFL, you have to be part receiver.
Harvey. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped him for no gain at the 4.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
AHD dive. Slants middle.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Broncos. That's his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned
Entering
him.
play call,
And in this case,
coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15
Here's
options. Advent is selected.
He knocks it through. And the Broncos will tie things up. We are all even at 14.
Entering play call, your middle, there, kickoff middle.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Brown now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So, here comes the KC offense.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Their first couple of possessions, both ending in touchdowns, but still they find themselves tied as they start with the ball again here on first down. Off the play fake. Mahomes. Swung out to Hunt.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Now he takes off. And Mahomes going to protect himself here. He's going to slide and get down. And he's got that first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
To take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now Mahomes. He'll go right and find his running back.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The first down.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
Now a carry for Hunt. And he'll
Entering
get back
play
to the line of
call,
scrimmage.
coach suggestions. There are 7
The integrity
categories.
of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Mahomes back to the left side in the hands of Rush. And he's going to be out of bounds.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
This first half and good enough for a first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Not much happening there. Just
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They'll stick with him again. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
So the
There are
offense
7
trots out the old jumbo
categories.
package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
Mahomes now out of the gun here on 3rd down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that
Entering
last pass.
play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
On fourth down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. This a 48-yard attempt. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
A return now from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Second down. Nix. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up.
Entering play. WR levels.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try to run for it. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories.
The secondary here, the coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down.
Sheets.
The
There are
quarterback
not
realized
clear.
quickly
There
there
are
was nowhere for him to go with the ball. Decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the first down and
R.J. Harvey. R.J. Harvey. 20. AHB dive. AHB inside zone. AHB smash.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working the middle, that's Harvey. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most.
Entering play call. Marvin Mims Jr. Michael Burden. Marvin Mims. Shot save block. Bench switch. Empty and puff flood. Bench switch.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll throw. It's Nix. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end.
Entering play call. Player. There are 9 categories. You have 8 options. Marvin Mims Jr. Select Michael Burden.
For a 1st down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance the defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
And those numbers tell a lot of the story of this first half, don't they, Mike? I mean, it's easy to see why he was a central piece in this game plan. And he makes another grab there to add to this growing stat line.
AHB zone WK. AHB dive. AHB zone WK.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. a give. This is Harvey. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
When you go out and invest in a young guy
Entering
like this to be part of your backfield future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
RJ Harvey, 20s, H, Duo, HB Zone WK.
First down, they'll stick with Harvey. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Entering play call, clear. There are 9 categories. You have 8 options. RJ Harvey is selected.
At the Chiefs' 15-yard line.
RJ Harvey, you have 1 for power. 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 Empty. 28. Duo. HB Zone WK.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. A run once more, that's Harvey. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal. He's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
That's good for Broncos. First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Entering play call, clear. There are 9 categories. You have Marvin Mims, JR, RJ Harvey.
Up to this point, Mike. I mean,
RJ Harvey,
so much that anything less than a
HB Zone
touchdown
WK.
kind of feels like a letdown.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's in! R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver. First touchdown of the game for the NFL's leader in rushing TDs. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Attempt is selected.
It's up and through. Broncos move out in front by 4. It's 21.
Entering play call, normal. There are 2 categories. You have 3 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Brown now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Chiefs offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
And that's another
entering play
drop
call,
for an
coach
offense that has
suggestions.
struggled
There are
to
7
catch the
categories.
ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw is Mahomes. That's caught. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Broncos have it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
The Broncos offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point
Joy Franklin,
this season.
Evan Engram, Michael Burton, Marvin Mims, R.J. Harvey, R.J. Harvey, 28 to HB Zone WK.
Way to a nice pickup of 7.
And you talk about a guy who's been running with a
entering
purpose here in
play
the
call,
first half.
player.
Right? I mean,
There are
not
9
only hitting the
categories.
holes
You
and
have 8
accelerating through
options.
them,
R.J.
but as
Harvey
the
is
numbers
selected.
telling you, he might be on his way to a
R.J. Harvey,
big ball
26, HB Duo, HB Dive, HB Zone WK.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Handoff now for Harvey. There he goes, inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 18. A pickup there of 25 yards. First down, Broncos.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were.
Entering
really
play
nice
call,
working
player.
through some
There are
bodies
9
and picking up a
categories.
big
You have
gain.
8 options. R.J. Harvey is selected. R.J. Harvey, 28 Duo, HB Zone Double, HB Dive, 8 Duo.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, it's Harvey. And he'll get about 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches.
Entering
They made
play
it a
call,
priority.
player.
Let's
There
use
are
this
9
ground game to
categories.
try to
You
wear
have 8
down the
options.
defense.
R.J. Harvey is selected.
Right now, it's one of the
Marvin
main
Mims,
reasons
Jr.
why they
R.J.
have the
Harvey.
lead.
R.J. Harvey, 20, HB Duo, HB Zone WK.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the ground, this is Harvey. A nice nimble run as he manages to pick up 3.
And while that run
Entering
wasn't
play
anything
call,
really to write
player.
home about,
There
what
are
it
9
allows them to do,
categories.
Mike,
You
is
have 8
keep
options.
everything in the
R.J.
playbook
Harvey is
at
selected.
their disposal. 3rd and short. Now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and
R.J.
extend this
Harvey,
drive.
you have 114 options. MTN counter STR, 20, HB Duo, HB Zone WK.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the playoff on 3rd and short.
Entering play call. Marvin, RJ Harvey. AHB zone WK.
Still third down.
So instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6. On the give, it's Harvey. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Entering play call. Coach Pick FG kicker flip. Field goal 27. Play sheets. There are 9. Player. There are 9. Formation. There. Player. Marvin. RJ Harvey. RJ. 28. AHB zone WK.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Harvey. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that 4th down stop.
Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Spread it around. Hasn't taken many chances. And potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. They put Kelsey in motion. This one into the hands of Brown.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That non-verbal communication between the receiver
play call.
and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open,
categories.
stay open. That's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
1st down throw. Mahomes right back to Kelsey again. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Now, Mahomes. That's caught by Hunt. And that'll help a bit. It's still well
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Now they'll set up the screen for Hunt.
Entering play call. Suggestions. There are 7 categories.
3rd and long for Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
Entering play. RJ Harvey. JK. Donley. Troy. Cortland. Eminent. Cortland Sutton. Cortland. Jet sweep. RPO pin. Verticals.
kicks now on 1st and 10. That's caught left side by Ingram.
So
Entering play call,
these
player,
underneath
there are 9 categories, you have 8 options, Portland suddenly selected.
Space, so when you put the ball on them early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
There are Coach Sig, Florida Drive, Z-Spot, Florida Drive, Mesh Spot.
Here comes 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he'll be taken down.
Entering play inside zone. With first drag.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way
Entering
in doing
play
it.
call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Empty and defender is selected.
In this first half.
Entering play call, play sheets. There, player, there, Troy Franklin, Cortland Sutton, Troy Franklin, Cortland Sutton, Court, Jets, RPO pinel, verticals, RPO alert but, sprint rub flat, Regoni under, curls dig, RPO, verticals.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Ingram able to get open, makes the catch.
Entering play call, player, there are 9 categories. You have 8 options. Portland Sutton is selected.
2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Entering play, Troy Franklin. Stick. Paek, fix spike 2. Player, there, Bone Nix. JK, RJ Harvey. Marvin Mims JR. Marvin, shot save block.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throw it. Nix. That's caught once again by Ingram. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. 10 weeks have come and gone. The temperature's starting to dip a little bit here in November. Lots to show you. Let's talk about it. Our trip around the NFL starts now with a good divisional matchup in the black and blue NFC North. And it's David Montgomery. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Bears are playing well. They move to 7-3 with the victory. Up next, another intriguing matchup. And this is Darnell Mooney. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Falcons get a much-needed win as they move back to 500 at 5-5. Lastly, let's head to Buffalo. The Bills taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this is Baker Mayfield. 12 yards on the touchdown. The Bucs get the victory here in a battle of 2 teams who could end up seeing each other again in February. With that, time for a look at the rest of the action going on here in week number 11 in the NFL's regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Entering play call, normal. There are 2 categories. You have 3 options. Kickoff left is selected. Kickoff middle.
to kick off for the Broncos.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So
entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories. Entering play call, coach suggestions. There, cover 1 Robert press.
On the ground, this is Hunt. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any
entering
favors.
Play call,
another
coach
rush,
suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Here's a run with Hunt. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Time the hit. That right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
To return, it's Mims. And he'll get a few yards on this return. Up past the 15-yard line. The Broncos offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession.
Entering play
and you see the numbers
player,
for him
Cortland
into
Sutton.
this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the
Cortland
screen. He has been
weak.
open
RPO
and
can
electric
alert
throughout.
verticals.
A 1st down throw for Nix. That one pinballs around.
Entering
but
play call, player. There are not Joy
Franklin Sutton,
Franklin.
the intended receiver.
Cortland
And it'll
Sutton.
be 2nd down.
Evan Engram.
They're trying
Michael
to take the
Burnett,
top
Harbin
off the
Mims,
defense, make
RJ
them
Harvey.
feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
On 2nd down, Harvey. Whoa! And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. And with that last run, that makes this a really special season. It puts him over 1,500 yards on the ground for the year, continuing to climb the single-season rushing chart.
Entering play call, Marvin Mims Jr., RJ Harvey. RJ 28 duo. HB zone WK.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. A run with Harvey. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for
Entering
11.
play call, player.
Down.
There are 9 categories. You have 8 options. RJ Harvey selected.
Here. I mean, they've
Marvin
used this
Mims,
run
RJ
game to
Harvey.
throw a bunch of body blows
RJ
throughout the entire
Harvey, you
contest.
have 114,
While some of the
26
carries didn't
HB
result
dive.
in much at the
Two.
time, it's
HB
clear they're
zone
starting to take
WK.
its toll on this defense.
So, a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard. And it's 1st and 10. Straight ahead goes Harvey. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Entering play call, player. There are 9 categories. Marvin Mims Jr. RJ Harvey. RJ Harvey 20 HB duo. HB zone WK.
Here's Harvey. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a game of about 1. Derek Noddy there to bring him
Entering
down.
play call, player. There Marvin Mims Jr. RJ Harvey. JK Dobbins. Bo Nix. JK Dobbins. RJ Harvey. RJ Harvey 20 H duo. HB zone WK.
This is 3rd and 6. We'll try to get this one on the ground. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring him down for a loss.
Entering play call, fake punt off punt.
On 4th down, out is the rookie 6th-round pick, Jeremy Crawshaw, to kick it away. That one's going to land a little too close to the goal line. Doesn't stop into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about ready to take over once more.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
1st and 10. Now a carry for Hunt. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Very quick 1st down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards. As
Entering play
forced out
call,
of bounds.
coach suggestions. There are 7
Certainly not the biggest play of the
categories.
day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 3. Quick throw going to be caught by Worthy.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Gain of 7.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, KC. Off the play fake. Mahomes. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
Well, it goes
Entering
without saying,
play
you want to
call,
play wide
coach
receiver in the
suggestions.
NFL, Mike.
There are 7
How well
categories.
can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
On 4th down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs cut the deficit down to 1.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike,
play
when you
call,
find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment.
Entering play call, Cortland Sutton. Evan Engram. Michael Burton. RJ Harvey. RJ, 22. AHB Zone WK.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Entering, Michael Burton, Evan Engram. Cortland Sutton, Troy Franklin. Troy, fix spike 2, crossers.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
First and 10 at
J.K.
the 30-yard
Dobbins,
line.
Bo Nix, Troy Franklin, Cortland Sutton, Troy Franklin, Troy Fix, Crossers.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. He goes right back to Sutton. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 37 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Those are the
Entering
explosive
play
pass
call,
plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day.
J.K.
You can
Dobbins,
see pre-snap,
Troy
the
Franklin,
quarterback loved his matchup.
Cortland,
He allowed his
Evan
receiver to work
Michael
downfield.
R.J.
Perfect
Harvey,
throw, and now sets
R.J.
them up to try to see if they can finish this
28-2.
drive off with some points.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
And it just continues to chew off more and more
Michael
yardage with every single
R.J.
carry.
Harvey.
You can see here with the
R.J.
numbers,
Harvey,
Mike, for as strong as he was in the
28-2.
first half, it almost
AHB
looks like he's gotten
WK.
even stronger now here in the second.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Working the middle, that's Harvey. And they're going down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
Entering play call, Michael R.J. Harvey. R.J. Harvey, 28-2. AHB zone WK.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal.
Entering play call, player. There are 9 categories. You have 6 options. Evan and Graham is selected.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest
Cortland
gain
Sutton,
at best.
Troy Franklin. Cortland Sutton. Evan and Graham, Michael Burton, J.K. Dobbins, Bo Nix. Troy Franklin, Cortland, Troy Franklin. Troy Fix, Crossers.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. To throw is Nix. The 2nd down throw is
Entering
incomplete.
play call, player. There are 9 categories. You have 6 options. Troy
Not only being
Franklin,
able to
Bo
spread the ball
Nix.
to
Troy
multiple
Franklin.
playmakers, Mike, but
Troy
really complete
Fix
a high
Spike Dew.
percentage of his
Crossers.
passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught by the tight end, Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Broncos. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. This great season throwing the ball continues. That last TD pass, number 40 on the year.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Pad attempt is selected.
It's up and good. And the Broncos are going to open up the lead to 8.
Chiefs 20.
Entering play call, kickoff wheel.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Chiefs offense back on
Entering
the field.
play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
As this drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
Chiefs, first down. A 28-yard gain. First down, Kansas City.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
A first down throw for Mahomes.
Similar to a tight end, the
Entering
slot
play
receiver
call,
is often
coach
considered the
suggestions.
safety
There are
blanket.
7
He makes all the difficult
categories.
catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They'll run the sneak, and he will have the Chiefs first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert
Entering
on 3rd
play
and
call,
inches.
coach suggestions. There
When
are
done
7
correctly, Mike, this is
categories.
just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
What an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
2nd and 11. Patrick to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's
Entering
incomplete.
play call, coach
There's a fine line
suggestions. There
between
are 7
trusting your arm
categories.
and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
3rd and 11. They put Kelsey in motion. This one, a deep shot for Rice. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
It's a gain of
Mahomes to Rice for a big play. 32 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
Plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal. Mahomes back, flush to his right. Good blocking, and he's in. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, KC. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more
Entering
often.
play
His
call,
ability to
coach
be a passer,
suggestions,
but
there are
also
7
a
categories.
rusher is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Gray is the motion man here. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. And he will pull his way in for the 2 points.
Entering play call, special teams, return trap middle.
I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success and throw it up to him and let him do the rest.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense. And Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he's had it going in the first half. Really
entering play call, Cortland Sutton.
They've been powerless to stop them. Now they're trying to keep it going.
Sutton. Troy Franklin. Troy, fix spike to crossers.
From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route.
Marvin
but the ball
Mims
placement
Jr.
isn't exactly where it needs to be, and
Marvin Mims
that's a missed opportunity.
Marvin Mims shot save block. Bench switch.
Second and 10. Here's Nix to throw. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end.
Entering play call, player. There are 9 categories. You have 7 options. Michael Burton.
This pitch and catch may have looked
Marvin
routine,
Mims
but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps,
Marvin Mims
oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Bo Nix. Troy, Cortland Sutton. Cortland, Jets, RPO Pinilla, verticals.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Back to throw is Nix. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. Now inside the 25. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 71 yards. Touchdown, Denver.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, play sheets. There are Player, there are 9. Troy Franklin. Troy, fix spike to crossers.
Knicks and the Broncos now will line up and go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
From the shotgun, here's Knicks. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Entering play call, normal. There are 2 categories. You have 3. Kickoff middle.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to take over once again. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one.
Entering
with
play
first and
call,
10.
coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They'll begin here on the ground. And
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes. Rice open. He's got it. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
To throw is Mahomes. That's swung out to Hunt. And he will have the 1st down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is. And he's able to pick up that 1st down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
In the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll send Worthy in motion. 1st and 10 for Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
The Broncos offense.
Entering
and
Portland Sutton.
Getting ready to go back to work.
Portland,
and as
Troy,
we move into the second half of the season, he continues to put up the big numbers. Currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November. On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Entering play
Anytime you
call,
run a draw,
Michael
you're
Gordon,
hoping the linebacker
J.K.
reads
Doggins,
pass and starts
Michael
dropping
Gordon,
into his
Evan
pass
Engram,
coverage.
Portland
That's what
Sutton,
creates space
Evan
for your running
Engram,
back to
Evan
get
Engram,
going. Well,
Pocket
not
Crop,
this time.
corner
The
HB
linebacker saw it from the jump. He's able to
T-screen,
penetrate in the backfield
choice stick
and take the
nod,
runner down
shock
for a loss.
WR option, House Y juke, stick and nod.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Got a man, that's Sherfield.
Entering play
Maybe
call,
3 out of
clear,
that one,
barrier
and
9,
it's gonna
Cat,
set up
Portland
3rd
Sutton,
down.
Joy Franklin,
Brings up
Joy,
3rd
fix spike
and
2,
10.
crossers.
Throwing, Nix. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up
Entering
4th
play
down.
call, coach
And barring
suggestions,
an
there are
aggressive
9
decision here on
categories,
4th
you
down,
have
it just
12
seemed like a
options,
really
punt is
wasted
selected.
possession to go 3 and out. Not able to pick up a single
punt,
first
FD,
down.
punt.
Not only do you not able
Play
to gain any
sheets, there
field
are
position
player,
advantage,
Nix.
it really takes a lot of the
J.K.
wind out of your
Doggett,
sails
Michael
as you
Burton,
find yourself
Evan
jogging
Engram,
off the field
Portland
and the
Sutton,
punt team coming
Joy
up.
Franklin, Joy, fix spike 2, crossers.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Nix. The ball comes out. And this will be recovered by the offense. So no run back at least, but it'll still wind up a turnover on down.
And they should consider themselves
Entering
lucky. You
play
can't
call,
let a
coach
pass rusher
suggestions, there
through
are 7
that quickly
categories.
and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. Picked off by Trey Greenlaw. And the Broncos are going to get the football at their own 40.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through. And
Entering
yes,
play call,
anytime you turn
player,
the ball
there
over,
are
it's on
9
the quarterback.
categories,
But
you have
the
6,
rest of this
Bo
supporting
Nix.
unit needs to do a better job
J.K.
helping.
Doggins, Michael Burton, Evan Engram, Portland Sutton, Court, Jets, RPO pin alert, verticals.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw here to begin the drive. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Entering play, Portland Sutton, Evan Engram, Michael, J.K. Bone, Troy, Portland Sutton, Portland, Jet sweep, RPO pin alert, verticals.
A 1st down throw for Nix. That's caught once again by Ingram. And they'll take this down inside the 35. The numbers there tell the story of that last completion.
Entering play call, player, there are 9 categories, you have 6 options, Portland Sutton is selected. Evan Engram, Michael Burton, J.K. Doggins, Bo Nix, J.K. Dog, J.K. AHP Power O.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A run here. It's McLaughlin. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
Entering play call, player. There are 9 categories. You have 6 options. J.K. Dobbins is selected.
Here's another nice
J.K.
run as they
Dobbins,
look to put this game away.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. On the ground, McLaughlin. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to lead the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Cortland Sutton. Cortland Jets, RPO Pinilla, verticals.
After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. Throwing is Nix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And Joy Franklin.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open. He tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Third and real long. This is where your defensive line has to come to life. They decided to keep extra blockers in the backfield, but it didn't matter. They were able to bring him down for a sack and brings up fourth down.
Entering play, Vic FGK, field goal 44 yards. Play sheets, player, Bone Nix. Troy Franklin, Bone, J.K. Dobbins, Michael Burton, Evan Engram, Cortland Sutton, Cortland, Jets RPO pin alert bub, verticals, RPO alert bub, sprint rub flat, Regoni under, curls dig. RPO, verticals.
Let's see what they do here. This is fourth and long. Nix gonna throw for it. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamari Connor. And they will finally get to him as he's brought down near the 40-yard line. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. So as they look at the injured player,
entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Trying to start on the ground.
Quarterbacks are drafted for their coverage ability. We see it year in and year out. Teams want to fortify their
entering
pass
play
defense.
call,
But when
coach
they can come up
suggestions.
and
There
run
are
support,
7
it's just an added
categories.
bonus for a defense. And this young rookie, he was one of the best picks available last year's draft, and we can see why.
On second down, Mahomes. That's caught by Hunt. And nice work after the catch is stopped a little short of the first down marker.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Now. I mean, his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up. And until the defense identifies him as a pass threat, I expect this quarterback to keep looking his way.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
First down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
1st and 10. On the ground, this is Hunt. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And this is a tricky part of the game.
Entering
for any
play
defense.
call,
You find
coach
yourself
suggestions,
protecting a
there are
late
7
lead.
categories.
The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They put Kelsey in motion. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
33-yard line.
They put Kelsey in motion. Short throw, caught by the tight end, Greg. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
His way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line.
Off the play fake, Mahomes. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this 2-point
Entering play
conversion
call,
here to
coach
tie it up.
suggestions, there are 7 categories.
This becomes a big spot here for the Chiefs. They will indeed go for 2.
The Chiefs.
To the air once more. It's Mahomes. That's incomplete. Oh, they were going for the conversion to get this thing even. Instead, it will remain a 2-point game.
I don't don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
Here comes a return from the 5. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here.
Entering play call,
with a
player. There are 9 categories. You have 6. Cortland Sutton, Troy Cord, Evan and Michael Burton, J.K. Bo Nix, Troy Franklin, Troy Fix Spiked, Crossers.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. And it's caught on the right side by Sutton. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super concerned. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
This is McLaughlin. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Entering play call, Michael Burton, J.K. Dobbins. You have to in call view cell stat coaching. Pop Medical Center is selected. And player name D. Sander. Player name M. McGlinchey. Player name D. Sanders. You have to entering Michael Burton, J.K. Bo Nix, Troy Franklin, Troy Fix Spike to Crossers.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Nix. There's that man again.
Entering play call, player. There are 9 categories.
He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Michael Burton, J.K. Bo Nix, Troy Franklin, Cortland Sutton, Jet, RPO pin alert, verticals.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Troy Franklin took down Denver. What a year. That is touchdown number 22 on the season. That touchdown reception number 22 for him this year. Tied for 2nd all-time with Jerry Rice, who did it in 1987. One away from Randy Moss's record of 23 TDs.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Bad attempt is selected. Play sheets. Player. There are Troy Franklin. Cortland. Troy Franklin. Troy Fix Crossers.
So now a big play here for the Broncos. They're going to line up and go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up two fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
Entering play call, kickoff middle.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Mahomes quickly out to right. He'll be taken
Entering
down
play
rather
call,
swiftly
coach
after a gain
suggestions.
of just
There are
3.
7 categories.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Tampa 2.
Ball on the 28-yard
Outside
line.
3rd.
Here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick, who outs another catch for his favorite target. And they'll mark him down just shy of the
Entering
40.
play call, coach
His
suggestions.
8th
There are
reception
7
of the game.
categories.
And good for a 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Chiefs.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Out to his right. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction.
Entering
He's
play
able to
call,
actually pick up
coach
a pretty good gain.
suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. They put Kelsey in motion. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And the Chiefs have a 1st down.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7
Every
categories.
possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
At the Broncos' 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. He's going to run it. And he's going to be brought down just outside the
Entering
10-yard
play
line.
call, coach
He
suggestions.
is
There are 7
dangerous when a play
categories.
breaks down. A pickup of 18.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
First down throw. Mahomes This one caught at the 4.
Entering play
And
call,
they'll get this down
coach
to the 3,
suggestions,
but
there
no
are 7
further. It'll be
categories.
second and goal.
7 brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Mahomes. Now they'll set up the screen for Hunt. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this
Entering
case,
play
he trusts
call,
those
coach
instincts from the jump.
suggestions, there
And
are
he's able
7
to set the offense
categories.
going backwards as a result.
Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide
Entering
receiver
play
screens
call,
really
coach
challenging. Because all
suggestions,
those
there are
fast
7
linebackers and defensive
categories.
backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to get back to a one-possession game. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
Entering play call, special
It's always a little bit
teams.
of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he's had some kind
Entering
of game.
play call,
They made it a point
player,
to get him
there are
involved
not
early.
Cortland
Boy,
Sutton,
that paid
Evan
great
Engram,
dividends to this
Michael
point.
Burton, J.K. Dobbins, J.K. AHD Power O.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A run now with McLaughlin. Woo! And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Entering play call, play Michael Burton, J.K. Dobbins. J.K. Dobbins, you have 6 AHD Power O.
They'll stay on the ground. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give him 10 more on that one. And another first down.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
4-minute
Entering
offense,
play
Mike, so
call,
what does
player,
it mean?
there are
1,
Michael
make the
Burton,
defense use all of
J.K.
their remaining
Dobbins,
timeouts. 2,
J.K.
continue to pick
Dobbins,
up first
AHD
downs,
Power
milk the
O.
clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. He'll give him 4 yards.
Entering play call, player, there are 9 categories, you have 6 options, J.K. Dobbins is selected.
At the Chiefs' 37-yard line.
Mike, J.K. Dobbins. J.K. AHD Power O.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 6. Now give up the middle. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
That's a gain of 3.
Entering play call, player, there are 9 Michael Burton. J.K. Dobbins. Boniek, J.K. Dobbins. J.K. Michael Burton. Evan Engram, Cortland Sutton. Cortland Jets, RPO pin alert, verticals.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's into the end zone yet again. Cortland Sutton's touchdown Broncos. 3 touchdowns for him now in this one. And he's up to 10 on the year. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
Lutz for the extra point. His kick is good. Broncos will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Chiefs 37.
Entering play call, your middle. There are 2 categories. Kickoff middle.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This will be returned from the 2. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. And as the medical staff looks him over,
entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Rice.
Entering play call, suggestions. There are 7 categories.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
Kansas City.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Two timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. And he can't hang on.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The ball is arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And a good job rallying to the football.
Entering play call suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And a tight end going in motion here. They'll drop to throw. They go right back to Rice. He's got it again.
Entering play call suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Ball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he's going to have the Chiefs first down. They wind up with a gain of 11.
Entering play call suggestions. There are 7 categories.
First down. First and 10 at the 30.
Right back to the air from Mahomes. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy.
Entering play call coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
20-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
They put Kelsey in motion. Throwing again. It's Mahomes.
Entering play call suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They'll get up on it quickly.
Entering play call coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Big play here. Crowd on their feet for 3rd and 4. Mahomes back. They'll look to set up the screen here. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense
Entering
did
play
their
call
job. Get
coach
this thing back
suggestions.
within
There are
1
7
possession. So they're
categories.
still alive, but now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
This becomes a big spot here for the Chiefs. They will indeed go for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
To the air once more. It's Mahomes. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. We call it the octopus. And it cuts the deficit down a bit further.
Entering play call special teams. Hands team.
A 1-score game late. You figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And this one really all over but the shouting. 1 timeout left defensively, but
Enter
there's
Michael
no need
Burden, Evan
to use it
Engram,
here.
Mike, Jake, Bone, Troy, Bone, Bone, Red Option, Wild Red, TR Op, Cubine Heel.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.